Must I use the terminal? Can't I just write my C programs in a simple app with a beautiful interface? Welcome to Code Tribe Extra. My name is Topman Paul-Dike. Let me begin by launching this app coding C and writing a simple program. Okay, this is the program that loads by default, but I wanted to rather print hello Code Tribe. So I'll take this off and say Code Tribe. Apostrophe exclamation mark and then a new line. Okay, let me standardize this program, this code, by adding void here and then putting this 0 in brackets and then putting a space here. Okay, I will now add some comments just to make sure that it meets standard for C programming. Okay, so entry point of the program. This is me describing my function, the main function. So I will leave here to be empty just to make it look beautiful, not compacted. I'll put my return here. That's the comment of my return, description of my return, and then it's closed. Let's run it. It ran excellently. It ran with no fault, no problem, no complaint. Okay, now let's try this in the other environment on the terminal. So I'm going to copy this code so that we don't have to write it. Copy it, and then I will go and launch the app Temox. Yeah, this is my terminal app on my phone now. I'll clear this stuff and then I'll get an editor to let me navigate into the environment where I want to work in first. Yes, okay, so let's create a file. I'll call it hello.c and I will simply paste what we had the other way. I'll paste it here. So I want you to appreciate this escape column, W for write, Q for quit. Alright, here it is. The file has been created, hello.c. Now carefully observe, in this place we didn't do anything but to click run, and then it compiled and then it ran. But on the other environment, the terminal, we can't, nothing happens automatically. We have to compile it by ourselves using the compiler GCC. Of course, there are several others I've had, but this is the only one I've used in my life, GCC. And then let me show you this file you're seeing here. This file that we wrote now does not make any sense on the machine. It's a source code, and GCC produces the executable file from this one. So what runs is not actually our source code. It's another code that was produced from our source code by GCC. So let's try compiling the file now. So we'll compile the file by passing the file to GCC like this, and then we can choose a name, which is optional. We can choose a name. I'm going to choose a name now by putting adding -o and then choosing the name that I want. The name I want is hello. I want the executable file to bear the name hello. It will be green in color, showing that it is executable. And let's go, enter. Look at it. It's there. The next thing I want to do is to run it. So what I'm not running the source code, I'm running the executable file. But on the other environment, you will not know that it is not the file that you wrote that is running. So look at it, you just click run and then it compiled automatically and ran automatically. But here, that does not happen. So a lot of things, your eyes start opening to a lot of things. Let's try to cut into the file, the compiled file, to see what it looks like. This is our own file, right? So I take off the .c and then enter. Look at that, plenty of rubbish, plenty of things that don't make sense to us, because this is the machine's own. This is one the machine understands. I say, is that you want me to print hello Code Tribe? It will not go ahead and print it. It is GCC that turned what we wrote to the one that the machine understands. This in the same vein too. Let me show you this one we wrote here does not make sense to the machine as well. You can see it has English, return, main, int for integer, print. It has things that are close to human language. So the same way that one does not make sense to human, this one does not make sense to the machine language. I can do some other things on the IDE and get away with it. Yes, let me do this. I will do it to the point that it will not be tolerated. on the terminal. So for example, taking off the return value, you don't try this on the terminal. Okay, so I'm going to take off the comment as well, so I'm not obeying any standard now. I am being let's say reckless. So I'll take off the space between include and std. I think we are good. Let me run it now. It runs without complaint. In fact, let me even go and alter it some more. I want to put these two on the same line. This is know that the compiler sees still sees two statements because it's seeing two semicolons. Okay, so I'll take this off here and let's run it now. See, right to run or complain. I click on run, and that's it. It ran, no complaint. I'm going to make one. In fact, I'm going to take off the header file right now. Run it again. If you try, you don't play this kind of play on the terminal. You don't try this on the terminal. You don't try this. If you try it on the terminal, look at it. It will run. Try it on the terminal. That's when you know that those castle of headers that used to work with JCC, they're not joking with you. Thank you so much for watching. Like, share, and do subscribe to this YouTube channel. Encourage me to do more. I'd like you to connect with me. Follow me on GitHub, Twitter. Connect with me on LinkedIn. I'll be so glad. Facebook, I'll be so glad. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you.